Hello, my name is Vidyangi. I'm here today to share a very important message with you by way of my book, The Vertical Living. Find your inner guru and be a high performer with purpose. Did you know that Steve Jobs, who changed the course of technology forever by merging a GPS and a phone and a camera and putting it on your palm, he talked about it and people laughed at him. He did not deter in his courage to go and follow his dream. What made him follow his dream? Think about Nikola Tesla. He imagined the Wi-Fi technology back in the 1800s and the 1900s, and people would never believe what he said. Many attempts went into failure. He talked about devices which used laser technology, and we are still working on his plans, which are several hundred years old. What made him come up with these ideas and stick to them and pursue them? When I started writing this book, I went on a journey to interact with some of the most successful speakers, people who conducted humongous leadership workshops at the international conferences, people who trained sales and marketing professionals in public speaking and confidence and strategy. I also interacted with people who had speech defects and who had mastered this defect and turned out to be great speakers. So what I'm trying to do through the book is taking you through the entrepreneurial journeys into self-discovery.
The biggest changes in life happen in 1 second. You make your decisions in 1 second. Life changes in 1 second. You decide a go or a no-go in 1 second. You make up your mind in that one split second. But what do you do in that 1 second where you have to make up your mind? Empty your mind. Don't do anything. When you have to make up your mind, the mind has to be empty. You know why? Because only an empty glass can take something. If you're empty, you can get into any shape. If your mind is empty, then you are prepared to do whatever it takes to let your energy out.
First thing again would be just confidence and self-belief that for my own success, when I look back, that I was taking, and so the ability to take creative or wild decisions or risk comes from a very high degree of self-belief and confidence. So that for me is number one.
Well, I guess it will be someone who is curious and is reasonably talented, so I can adapt to many different situations. So most of the things that I do now, I wasn't trained for. I learned all of that purely out of interest and necessity. And as the opportunities presented themselves to me, I took them up as opposed to saying, I haven't done this before, I don't think I can do it. My approach was more, sure, let me try it, and as I go, I'll learn. Even with my time, even with my resources, I'm really happy, at least with my time, that I was really carefree with it, in the sense that I went out and did as many things that came my way. So that worked for me. It's not that it will now work for everyone because it worked for me. But the idea is, when you are young and when you are able, you should go out and do all the things, take all the risks.
First of all, you can't expect the whole world to change. You just need a small percentage of the people to change and lead the way, and others will follow. And even if they don't follow, it doesn't matter. The world was never changed by the entire world one day deciding to do something. It is few crazy people who thought that they should do it differently, and the rest of them will follow. Yeah. Don't be in the idea that you want to change the world. It doesn't happen that way. You look at the software. It is one man called Steve Jobs who changed everything.
Yeah.
Today, the entire world is getting the benefit.
Yeah.
Sitting in airport in any part of the world, I can do the rounds in my ICU using the WhatsApp in my iPhone.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸು ಜಿಗ್ಜ್ಯಾಗ್ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಂದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಪಾತ್ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ಗೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಚೇಂಜ್ ದಿ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮೈಂಡ್, ಬಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ನೀನು ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಜಿಗ್ಜ್ಯಾಗಲ್ಲೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದೇ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವಿಟಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನನ್ನ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೋ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ನ ನಾನು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಜಿಗ್ಜ್ಯಾಗ್ ಯಾವುದು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಯಾವುದು, ನನ್ನೊಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನನ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ನಾನು ಆ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ನನ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಬ್ಬಿಣ ಇದೆ ನನ್ನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಾಟ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಮೆಟಲ್. ನನ್ನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ಲಾಟಿನಮ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇರಬಹುದು. ಆ ಐರನ್ನನ್ನು ನಾನು ಪ್ಲಾಟಿನಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಥೋರಿಯಮ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಫೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಅಂತ.